Tonight, court's Mission Impossible 7 living up to its name after production of the movie was delayed 7 times. Most of that was about the pandemic. Film studio Paramount's insurance limit, they say, for the cast was $100 million, but the insurers don't want to pay anywhere near that. Now Paramount is taking them to court, claiming breach of contract. Is their mission possible? Let's take it to tonight's Legal Eagles. Attorney and founder of Genco Legal, Bryan Rotella, along with Washington trial attorney Joe Camarata. Thank you both for being back with us tonight.
Hi, Shannon.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so between February of last year and June of this year, the movie shut down numerous times, and there were all kinds of problems with this. So let's go to Exhibit A. This is the complaint that Paramount says the insurance company isn't paying up. Paramount's losses are well within the limits of the policy. Indeed, Paramount's aggregate losses are well within the $100 million limit for each single loss. However, when Paramount sought payment for the full amount of its insured losses under the policy, Federal, that's the insurer, refused. Bryan.
Shannon, shouldn't Tom Cruise know that filming a movie during COVID is risky business? I'm sorry, I had to go there.
No,
but
you didn't.
and Chubb Insurance, I mean, they got all the right moves. So I had to do that too. But for your audience on this, folks need to understand cast insurance is what we call in the business and law key person or key man insurance. And it really is supposed to insure if, God forbid, the actor or the director passes away. It actually happened back in 1994 with John Candy, if you remember, and about 20% of that movie had to be made. That insurance paid out $14.5 million. Here, that's not what this insurance is about. Some folks got sick from COVID. That's not good back in February of 2020, but they still had delays that were due to the things we've all been dealing with. That's not $100 million. I think this is going to be a mission deniable case in court.
Okay, that takes us to Exhibit 2. This is from the New York Post talking about this. It says Chubb, the insurance company, has said COVID shutdowns are covered only under the studio's civil authority policy, which covers costs that are the result of government's mandated shutdowns. That policy carries just a $1 million limit. Joe.
First of all, an insurance company is not allowed to just collect premiums and not pay claims. An insurance company must honor the terms of insurance promised in the policy. In this particular case, Chubb or Federal promised to pay for certain claims captioned under its cost or cast coverage portion of its policy. That policy provided that it would pay for losses associated with the unavailability of cast or crew as a result of the threat of bodily injury or actual losses sustained as a result of a crisis resulting in the delay or disruption of production. As you've just said, the production was shut down 7 times, and the reason was for both of these covered reasons under the policy. There was an ability to provide an exclusion in the policy for any losses associated with a virus or pandemic. That exclusion was available in the insurance industry since 2003. Chubb decided not to do that and chose not to do it and put it in his policy. Chubb instead wants to rely on the fact that there's a limited coverage available if a government shuts down production or makes it impossible to do production. So Chubb says, hey, look, we'll cover you under the civil authority policy, which is only $1 million.
Much smaller.
But we're not going to cover you under the cast coverage. Yeah,
all right.
And I think it's misplaced and wrong.
Well, there's a lot of money at stake, so we will track the case. Bryan and Joe, thank you both for your time. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you. You too.